Hello everybody on this nice fall day. The air is crisp, the leaves are changing. It feels like the fall season flew by so fast. It's almost like you blink and it's gone. So we're gonna try to get out there and enjoy some nice fall colors, and let's see what this trail has to offer. We're actually on Greenway Trail in Setauket, New York today. It's about 3 miles one way, so back and forth will be around 6 miles. Now, there are many differences when you're riding, from when you're riding in the summer or you're riding in the fall. One of them, actually the main one for me, at least I feel right away, it gets a little colder. It might not be cold outside, it might be in the 60s or even like 50s, but once you start moving, and even if you're not going too fast, it feels colder, so you have to bundle up a lot more. Now, we're at the end of September here on Long Island, so it definitely feels a lot cooler, especially when you start moving on the bike. Like when it might not be as cold outside, but once you start moving at least like a couple miles an hour, you start it feels colder. Believe it or not, that's how it felt in Massachusetts end of September. It was nice and sunny. It was probably around 60s there, but it is less humid there too, so that's why you felt a lot more than like we get spoiled with humidity out here, honestly. But once you get on the bike out, I remember when I got on that bike out there, and I actually started going down the hill when I was going maybe 12 miles an hour, but it felt cold. I was glad I was wearing a warmer jacket, because it definitely felt really cold, which you wouldn't expect, I guess, in the end of September. But it is more up north than us, so it is colder over there. My suggestion, definitely try to wear more wind-resistant clothing, like maybe a windbreaker on top of your other like sweatshirt or a jacket, so you don't get as cold. And of course, if hopefully you have a cargo in the back, this way if it's too warm for you, you can take off the jacket and put it into cargo, and then when you get cold, you can put it back on. But I would definitely suggest to bring multiple layers with you just in case, because you don't want to be riding there and being cold and of course get sick. I know that breeze feels great in the summer because it could be at 90 degrees out, but once you start moving, you get that nice breeze in your face, and it just feels great. But it is, when it gets cold, it's not as enjoyable. Now, another thing you gotta be careful with or pay attention to are the roads. The road conditions are slightly different. Now, you have the slick roads and you have the leaves on the road, and it makes it very difficult when you try to brake, because your brake patterns should be totally different than what you're normally doing the dry road. Oops, what is it over there? Wow, I would not expect to see him on this trail, but I guess he goes on it. Anyways. I give an example. So I was riding maybe around 10 miles an hour or so on the trail. I was on the trail, and all of a sudden the squirrel came out of nowhere right in front of my bike. So I braked, but there were some leaves on the ground, so I almost skidded, which was a little dangerous, I'll be honest. Luckily, the squirrel made it across safely, and I was fine too. But you do have to be very mindful when you ride in this type of condition, especially if you have leaves on the ground. Those are the kind of problems I can encounter by riding during the fall season. But on the positive note, the scenes are beautiful. It's just, I wish we had a little longer fall out here on Long Island, because when you go to Massachusetts or even Pennsylvania, they get to see that those beautiful fall colors for longer than us. I feel like, because it's almost like you see it starts and then it's gone pretty quickly out here, unfortunately. But we still get to enjoy it here to some degree, and it's it's still here for a little bit of time. So far, we actually enjoying this ride. So I am going a little faster right now because I'm going downhill. So it's another thing, you got to be really careful when you're going downhill again. The leaves on the slick roads can make it a little tougher to turn or to brake again, and that's where you have to be very, very careful. Now, this trail does have a lot of hills, so going downhill, of course, you can it's pretty simple. But going uphill is a little tricky, and that's when the e-bike becomes very handy, because you can always put the assist on, and it'll help you get up those hills. And the beauty is, it will help you maintain the speed. So you're still, you're still exercising. It's some people have this false perception if you if you use the assist, you're not working out. You're still working out, but it allows you, it gives you the ability to control the actual your workout levels, the resistance, and you don't put a lot of pressure on your knees and your joints while you're still exercising. So I think it's still a great workout. It just allows you to go for a lot longer. So I think that's it for this trail. We're actually almost at the end of this point. I hope you enjoyed this ride. We try to catch as many fall colors or like beautiful scenes as possible. And I think overall it was a great ride. I just can't believe it's end of October, but we still can ride. It's not really cold out. Well, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.